The problem that countries face is often they've inherited this legal framework from the past and in many cases from the colonial past. So it's been a framework designed perhaps not to meet the needs of the people, the ordinary people in the country, but perhaps more to meet the needs of the ruling classes in the country, of the colonial users. And that's a problem because legislative change always takes a long time. Many people get involved. And yet without an up-to-date legislative system, it's very difficult to ensure that the system is working effectively and that it's covering all of the people. So an example was South Africa, of course, where the system was designed primarily to benefit, under the apartheid system, to benefit the white population, and was only used in a sort of repressive way with the other parts of the population. So that did require very important legal changes to ensure that this was a system that was equal for all of the residents and the citizens of South Africa. So that's one challenge. And another challenge is, as we've already discussed, is ensuring people will go and register their vital events. And I think one of the problems that we face is that we put too much reliance on the individuals going to register. We assume that that mother who's just had a baby will go along and register the birth of her child. Or someone who's just had a death in the family will go and register that death. But that's an enormous burden on many families. They have transport costs, there are distances involved, they have other children to look after. And I think we need to be a little bit more imaginative about how to reduce the burden on individuals. Of course, individuals benefit, but you also have to make it easy for them, and also be welcoming. Too often, you see people go to a registry office and there's a long queue and there's nowhere to sit and they have no idea how long they'll have to be waiting there, and the whole process seems very unpleasant and bureaucratic. But in fact, again, if this is seen as a service to the people, it should be something that is better organized than that. So that's one of the major challenges that countries need to overcome. And then there are others. There are shortages of resources in governments around the world, especially when in times of economic pressure. But I don't think the answer to that is necessarily external resources. The country has to find the funding for its system because it is a national system. So that's very important. They take on that responsibility. And I think today the other challenge that we have is IT, because everybody thinks IT is the answer, but IT can also be a problem if it's not managed properly. And you can't introduce IT into an inefficient system and expect it to perform more efficiently. It won't. It'll just become more inefficient. So IT can be a solution, but it can also be one of the challenges that countries face.